Hey everyone, welcome back to a new Wizard101 video. This one's going to be done a little bit different than my other videos because it is a non-live recording of my voice. The footage I recorded earlier today, and I went through it with Tara and Angel, so thanks to them for helping me out with this. But we recorded it without any voice or anything, just because I wanted to get the footage and get that done and not have to worry about it, so I could come in here and tell you guys how it went afterwards. So this is going for one of the most difficult badges in the game, and that was revealed that it was one of the hardest badges to get on KI Live last month. So they said only 6 people in the game had this badge. I'm sure there's way more that have it now because people that were ranked 22 or around that probably realized that and went for the badge, like me. And I know for a fact that some other people in Tara's Discord have gone for it too. But I did Monstrology a long time ago, it feels like, and I got to rank 22. I have a whole video series of me getting that because I was actually excited for it. I enjoyed Monstrology for a time. Going for rank 23 Monstrology, though, wasn't that much fun because you have to farm the same thing. I mean, maybe other people would say like Monstrology in general is not that much fun, but I did enjoy it for a time. This one was a bit of a struggle because the only way to get to rank 23 after you hit rank 22 is to go in the Cursed Play Gauntlet and farm Macbeth. You can't farm any other people before that. You have to farm Macbeth and his minions. So at most, I think you can get 3. I don't know if he summons a 4th person in that battle. So you can basically extract from 3 of them. We've done it before, and I don't think he ever summons a 3rd minion. But you extract from them and you use triple animus, and you're able to get like 200 XP just from that. So it's pretty good, and it'll get you there because you need 1,000 XP to get to rank 23, but you still have to do it a couple of times. And as you guys will see in this run, I actually failed. I'm going to go ahead and show the rest of this battle, but I'm going to skip the next one just because it's like the intermediate battle of minions. They're actually kind of tough because they have like 9,000 health, but I'm going to skip that one, and then we're going to go to the Macbeth fight. But what happened in that one is my elixir ran out. I tried to buy another one so that I could have it for the Macbeth fight, and it didn't work, and I didn't even realize it, and I ended up not using a triple animus for Macbeth. This would have been the run that got me the renowned badge, but since I didn't use triple animus and I only got the regular amount, then I had to redo it again. So I want to still show this Macbeth fight because I feel like we did pretty good, and this is how you should go about it if you're trying to get the extract on Macbeth and his minions too. So if you don't know the Macbeth fight, I guess I'll just go over it pretty quickly. He puts up the 100% on his aura, and all you gotta do is start hitting with wand hits. Everyone should just be hitting with wand hits or whatever they have. I use wild bolts too because sometimes you can get in some extra damage if you hit for a higher bolt on him. But normally just wand hits are good. You want to bring down the bubble or his aura to like 10% if you can. If you have more pierce, then you don't have to get it all the way down to 10%, but that's what we try to do. And then over time, he'll summon his minion, and honestly, one of the worst ones that he can summon is Storm. I'm not sure if he summoned Storm in this one. I think he might have. But Storm is probably the worst one that he can summon. I even ended up switching to my resist pet on this just because he was dealing a lot of damage. Even this Scarecrow right here, if he crits that, it does like 1,500 to me. It does a little less because I have my resist gear, but he crits a lot, does a lot of damage. His minion can crit and deal a lot of damage, so this can be kind of tough. Yeah, it was a Storm one, so this makes it a little more difficult, but still. And I have to kind of pierce through the Storm. But all you do is you just spam the wand hits and hope that you don't take too much damage from the other minion. If it's Storm, he'll deal more damage than any of the other ones, but still. I mean, even the death one, I almost died. I did die one of these runs because I got hit from a death minion that did avenging on me for like 2,500. So yeah, that killed me. But normally the runs were pretty good, and I've actually been using my new set, which gives me 150 damage. The only downside was that I have like no resist, so I would die pretty easily. That's why I switched to my pet here that gives 15%. But overall, it was pretty good, and this is the only fight that you can even use the extract. So I have a separate deck that I use just to it's basically my McDeath extract deck, so you can extract the Animus. Because to hit, if you guys don't know, maybe you've never done Monstrology in your life. If you guys don't know, for Monstrology, you have to use extract when you hit in order to actually get the Animus and to get the XP. So that means you can't use a regular enchant. You can't deal more damage with an enchant. It's just a normal enchant that gives no damage and is purely used for Monstrology. So you have to use that on these, which means you're not going to be able to kill McDeath that easily. And for that, we just blade up a lot once we get him down to about 10%, and then pray that I get a crit through, because usually McDeath likes to block a lot. But once you do that and get the extract on a shadow spell, you should be good. And usually it kills. On this one, I'm not sure if the bugs killed. Oh, actually, I'll go for a max bolt here, see if I can get it. I think that's like a middle bolt. Max bolt sometimes does like 6,000. So he's already down to 30%. And bolt just gives me the extra damage to be able to kill him with bugs later. But he also uses shadow spells like crazy. And they're not shadow spells. They don't use shadow pips. Sometimes he uses Cthulhu. But he'll use like Deer Knight. That's a shadow that deals shadow damage. He'll use Scarecrow that does shadow damage. So you have to look out for that. But that's basically the strategy. You could also go in with 4 people. That would be easier. We only had 3 for this. So going with 4 just makes this easier, because the McDeath fight is the same no matter how many people go into this. You can solo this, you can have 4 people, and it will be the same. I don't know if having 4 people makes him summon a 4th minion, or I guess a 3rd minion. That would be something that I would have to test, but I don't really want to anymore because I got the Monstrology badge, so I don't really care. But this one, this turn I didn't even need to use another wand hit. I didn't realize that he was already down to like 30% or something. So I didn't even need to use that wand hit. I could have bladed instead, which would have been a better move. And because once he gets to 10%, you can't get him below 10% on his aura. He'll just be stuck there. So no point using it. I should just bladed and then gotten ready for bugs with the extract spell. But this one will get him to 10%, and then after that, you just blade up for your big hit. It's pretty hard for a different school, like a non-hitting school, to do Monstrology. That's why I only do farming on my life, which is a sports school. I only do gardening. I guess not farming. I only do gardening on my life because that's when I have all my energy gear on. And I only transfer energy gear when I'm training pets. I did that for my fire. And on my storm, I do Monstrology. There's no reason for me to do Monstrology on a different character than my storm. Maybe my fire, but I don't even care, because I'm only doing this to get the badges, really. And if I have the badges on my storm, I don't need it on my fire. It's no point. So if you're doing Monstrology, I recommend doing it on a hitting school, because it would be pretty difficult. If you're going for life Monstrology badges and you're trying to get to max, then I guess maybe on McDeath is easy because he has death and you're hitting with life. But I'm just saying it's going to be harder on a main hitting school. So I only do Monstrology on my storm. Makes it easy. And I mean, even bugs though with the extract doesn't deal mass damage. It still is kind of tough. So still blading up, getting ready for the big hit on McDeath. I think he summons another minion soon. So what you do is you wait until he summons that 3rd minion, and then you go ahead and hit the turn that he summons it, or the turn after, so that you can get all the Animus from them. Because you also can extract the rank 17 minions too. So keep that in mind if you're going for this. But I think I hit next turn. He'll probably summon the minion. Yep, there's the minion. And then we'll hit next turn and hopefully kill him. I don't remember if the bugs kills him or not, but I guess we'll find out here. So extract undead, because McDeath, he's undead. Use bugs, and of course just use more blades. He is still like 10,000 health, so he's pretty good still, but we'll see if this kills him. And then this would have been the last run. I would have gotten renowned Monstrologist from this fight if I would have realized that I wasn't using a triple Animus elixir. This could have been it. This would have been the video, but I failed. I forgot about it. I was too involved in this fight to remember to use that. I mean, you can use it the turn before. You can buy the triple animus from the crown shop in battle the turn before you hit, so you get the most use out of it, but I forgot. So here is the bugs with the critical. If he blocks, I don't think this kills. Yeah, he did block. Let's see. Yeah, it almost killed. He has like 10,000. But it kills the minions. So that's good. You still extract the minions. Get XP for that. I was so confused when it didn't give me the Monstrologist badge after this. Because I'm like, wait, what happened? It took me a while to realize that I didn't use the potion. Like, I was really confused. I was like, what just happened? How come I didn't get 200 XP? Instead, I got like 78. So, pretty bad. But here is the Iron Sultan to finish it off, which will give me an okay amount of XP, but not the best. If you're not using the triple animus, it's going to take you even longer. Also, a thing, if you want to level up Monstrology, you can use triple animus during the double Monstrology member benefit. It actually does have its use. And if I did that, I wouldn't have had a problem. I would have gotten to max Monstrology really easily. But this is not during the member benefit, so it takes a little bit longer. But there you go. That is McDeath fight. I got 75 XP, not 78. So I got 75 XP, and I was like, wait, what just happened? How come I didn't get renowned? Where's my renowned? So this is the next McDeath fight. Skipping way ahead until the final hit. I have 2 blades here, same setup, and we're going for, I think this one he only summoned 1 minion. So killed McDeath and killed this 1 minion. I don't know why he didn't summon another minion. Maybe we killed earlier than last time. But that's it. This time I finally get Renowned Monstrologist. One of the rarer badges in the entire game. So wanted to show that. I pull up the character page so we can look at it. That's how much XP you need to get to rank 24 Monstrology, which is not possible right now because you would need a boss that is higher than rank 17 that you could extract. So, Renowned Monstrologist, I'm actually pretty proud of that badge. Took a little bit of effort to get it, but I'm glad we did. Did way too many Accursed Play gauntlets. I'm not doing that gauntlet for a while now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Kind of a different video with me voicing over my own gameplay, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. That is max Monstrology. I wanted to complete the series because the badge was out there and I wanted to definitely get it on my storm since I was already ranked 22. But thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys have enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.